Check, check, 1, 2, mic test. It's Monday Night Hockey here at the Skatium in Harriton, PA, where your Kennett Blue Demons are about to face off against the Harriton Rams. A pleasant good evening and welcome to our coverage of Kennett Ice Hockey. Alongside Kevin Mott on the camera and with Smith and Shortledge, I'm Ed Henry. Smith, and this is the third meeting between these two teams this season. Both teams have come away with a win. Kennett picked up the first game by a score of 3-1. On that first outing, that was back on November 14th, and then Harriton won their second game right here at the Skatium by a score of 5-3 on November 28th.
Yeah, both games were close, Ed. I think this should be another good one, evenly matched teams. I did notice that looking at their schedule, they beat the first place team, Sun Valley, but then they also lost to the worst team, Archbishop Ryan. So I'm not sure about that huge swing, and we'll see.
Any team on any given day, I know. One of the big things we've always talked about with all the teams at this level is there's always a couple of players on most of these teams that are AAA or extremely good players. So, you know, somebody like Sun Valley, they're missing one key player, and that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, that could be.
I know the last time these two teams faced, the one that Kennett lost by a score of 5-3, a lot of it had to do with the team came out real slow and they allowed Harriton to put up a number of goals early in that first period, and Kennett worked their way back, but it was a little too late.
Yeah, I think before the game was 12 minutes old, it was already 3-0, and that's a tough hill to come back from. Not many teams can do it.
So I'm sure Coach Joe and his coaching staff have reminded this team of exactly what happened last time so as not to repeat that. And with that, let's take a look at the coach's keys of the game for this one. Play down low. Really need to work the D. I think that's probably the biggest opportunity to take advantage of this Harriton team. Their defense, from what we've seen before, was not that great, and it's a weak spot that Kennett can really take advantage of. Along with that, get those pucks in deep, and then, of course, forecheck. Go in hard to create those turnovers. If you can put those on this team, that'll really give you an advantage, and hopefully they can get them an early start.
Yeah. I can tell you as a defenseman, there's nothing worse than having to turn your skates around, pointed toward the end boards, and chasing a puck with a forward barreling down on your back. You don't really know which way to go, and it's just very tiring. So it's better to work when you're on the offense, get the pucks down below the goal line, and then work back up and make those defense pivot. They don't know what's behind them. So
scratches for tonight for Kennett. The only scratch we have is number 37, Drew Showers. He is out with an injury. I believe it's typical hockey terms, a lower body injury. Hopefully he'll be all right, and we'd like to see him back soon. For Harriton, the only scratch they have is number 23, Colin Kimsey. Other than that, both teams have their full complement, so we'll see how that looks on the ice. About a minute and a half still to go here in this pregame skate. We'll step aside for a second and be back with first period action in just a moment. As you can see, warm-ups have finished. Both teams are gathered around their bench as we prepare for this first period action. In net, as always, for Kennett, number 31, Aiden Mott. He's 4-2 on the season. He's faced 123 shots so far with a 2.33 goals against average and a save percentage of .886.
Speaking about starting quickly, I was trying to overhear the message on the bench, and I'm pretty sure Coach Cucinotta said, let's go right from the start here. Let's not do what we did last time. So
opening face-off comes down to the Kennett end. Cucinotta rolled around. They battle for it along the boards. It's Harriton that comes away with it. Attempt to put it in the middle, goes off a stick, comes near here. Yee takes a whack at it, but Cucinotta grabs it, tries to outlet, hits a body, finally moved out. Catali across center ice and in. Tries to chip it in deep, but knocked down. And they look to play it up. Gets by everybody. Hayes will pick it up in the corner. He'll backhand around. Gets by Vitale. He's able to wind it around. Cucinotta cuts it off behind the net. He'll try to send it up near side again. Yee cuts it off once again. Metzinger takes the shot. Mott makes the save and hangs on. Trying to look to see who's in net back there for Harriton. Haven't been able to catch the name yet. Once we find out, we'll let you know. Rabinowitz picks it up from behind. He's probably one of the more dangerous players that Kennett really needs to look out for. I think he had a couple of the goals in that last game. Turnover there. Gonzaga puts it back for Rabinowitz. Rabinowitz all the way up to the blue line. Keeps it in along the far wall. Poked at in the corner. Harriton tries to center it. Nothing there. Fisher will pick it up. He'll send it up the line, but it's kept in. Schillinger gathers up at the circle. His clearing attempt is actually cut off, but they finally move it out. Fisher will put it back to Kelly. Kelly out the center ice for Ganley. Ganley will whack at it from the center ice line in deep. Battle for there. Behind the net. Tried to turn around. Looks like Rabinowitz picks it up off the wall. He's has it knocked off of him. Goes up high on a player, but they go the other direction. Mott steps in, takes the shot. Big save there. From the corner. Cucinotta rolls it around. Cut off by Harriton on the board. Kennett was in the middle of a line change, so up we go. Rabinowitz in the zone. Good stick there from Hayes. Rabinowitz tried to put it out in front, went off the outside of the net, but kept in at the line, then comes away. DeWitt with it. He's got a race to catch up to the puck. Cuts the middle backhand, but that goes behind the net. Puck rolled out in front. They poke at it there. And they push back down low. It's number 21, Sean Took. He comes up with speed, tries to cut to the middle. Good active stick there from Cucinotta to knock it away. Put up through center ice all the way down. Knocked around there. Reinhardt tries to pick it up inside the Kennett end. Knocked out of the air by Reinhardt once again. He's taken down in the corner. Cucinotta kicks it up, was looking for Shortledge, but forehand, big shot there. Good save by Mott. Finally moved out of the zone. Shortledge had it caught up in his skates for a second, but Kelly puts it up along the boards and in. Shortledge pulls it off, tries to cut through, but he had a few too many white jerseys in front of him. Behind the net, gets caught up in skates and goes down to the ice. Siegel with speed, kept outside, rolls behind. Colin Kelly, he takes a bit of a check. Rabinowitz comes across, feet over, high rising shot, goes well over the net. Rolled near side. Kept in there. Jake Katzinger goes around Schillinger, puts it out in front. Taman's able to get a piece of it and force it out to the neutral zone.
Kennett does not look sharp right now at all, Ed. Very flat and just not making any passes. They need to change that pretty quickly.
In across the blue line. Shot there from number 18, Kevin Shen. Went up over the net and hit the glass behind. Shin tries to go into the middle. Took steps around a few, gets a shot. Mott makes another kick save there. Turnaround opportunity. Mott steers it off to the side. Hard off the glass up to the line. Kept in. Shot there, hits a body and rolls. Henry was able to get a stick on it, move it out to the middle. Back in they go. Took steps around one, tries to cut around Schillinger, but forced around the net. Puts it to the middle. Got a stick on it, stays on the boards. Put back over, Schillinger takes a big whack and sends it down. Rolls into the Harriton end, doesn't have enough for icing. Heinzelman, opportunity there, chased him down, drifted in on net. Not sure if that was a shot or not. Back into the middle. Kuchinov gathers at his end, sends it over to Hayes. Hayes will feed it up, looking for Heinzelman. He's a bit ahead of him. Took with it. He looks and goes all the way across. Hayes takes a whack to keep it in, didn't get all of it, so Harriton was able to move it out.
I don't think he got much of it. Certainly not all of it.
Kuchinov puts it in the middle of the ice. Goes off a few skates. Heinzelman's able to ride it into the zone. It's out in the middle. Vitale takes a bump from behind and ridden into the boards. Heinzelman steers it away and takes the shot. It's probably one of the first good opportunities Kennett's had so far in this game. Up along the boards. Big hit there. Arm goes up. It looked like they took one from each.
Looks like we got a roughing on Harriton and the retaliation cross-check on Vitale. Good shift by Heinzelman there. I think he had two good scoring chances, and they were just effort plays there. Just was pressuring the puck and got some turnovers. And
yeah, I think right now Kennett might only have 2 shots on goal, and Eric's got both of them. Up to center ice. Hayes will put it in deep. His pressure's behind the net. Harriton goes along the boards, and they're able to outlet the center ice. Kuchinov gathers up the loose puck there. He'll bank it ahead. Mott to the center. Ganley. Good move there. Rolls it back to the middle. A lot of traffic. They bat at it, and it's forced into the far corner. Along the boards. 2 comes out, but Hayes puts the body on him. He gathers it up again, goes into the boards, goes off a body and rolls into the middle. Kuchinov will pick it up there. Tries to outlet. Tuke got an opportunity. They come together. Hayes knocks a man down, and he'll head to the box for probably tripping on that one.
you're right.
So there's the official call of the trip. He heads to the box. So Harriton will pick up the power play with 9:38 here to go in the first period.
I got some intel from Ken Ganley. The goalie's number 30, Zangerly, for Harriton.
So Ben Zangerly, he's 2-2 on the season. Goals against average of 3 and a .902 save percentage.
Actually, I think it was Carol Ann, not Ken. So sorry, Carol Ann. Thank you.
Kelly picks it up from behind the net, tries to outlet, but I don't know, it looked like it hit something and stays in. Rolls back behind. Kelly makes a play on him, but rolls right out in front. Good clear there by Colin. Down on his knees, goes into the corner. Nate takes a whack at it. It's kept in momentarily. Then with an assist from his brother, they move it out to the middle. Yee from center ice. He'll bank it in. Kelly picks it up, and he'll send it the length of the ice. It'll actually go in on net. I guess technically that's a shot.
You know,
I'm never sure.
Yeah, I think there's two schools of thought on that. I would call it a shot because if the goalie wasn't there, it would go in. But
Correct.
I've heard people say they don't count shots when it's really icing and it just goes in. So who knows?
More than halfway through the penalty here to Hayes. So far, Kennett's done a decent job of keeping it out of harm's way. Henry picks it up in the corner. He'll turn around. Stripped of the puck there. Rolls out into the middle. DeWitt gets a stick on it, and he'll finally move it out to center ice. Heinzelman out there with speed. He picks it up off the far boards, pokes it to the middle. DeWitt's able to knock it away, and he's got it, and he'll head down the other direction.
This has worked out nicely for Kennett. Number 10, Rabinowitz, is probably their best player. He's sitting in the box. He can't come out because it was 5-on-5, so he's not available for this power play.
Shot's muted and goes far. Last seconds tick away, and that'll do it for the Hayes Minor. Back to 5-on-5. Tuke steps in front, lost the puck. Goes up the near side boards, and DeWitt will pick it up. He was looking to outlet Neiman, but he had two white jerseys around him, so nothing happening there. Banked back out the center ice. Trade back and forth. Cucinato will chase it down to the far corner. Spin through and cut across. Take it down himself. From behind the net. Puts it through the middle, but no one was there for that. Good to keep it in. Fisher works in the corner, but it's Harriton that's finally able to move it out the center ice, and it sounds like that was probably icing.
No, I think he said icing. I think he may have meant offsides.
But yeah, that one.
But as soon as the referee blew the whistle, then he patted himself on the chest like saying, that was me. Like, you shouldn't have blown the whistle. I messed up. So.
Attempt to go across with Binowitz. Deflects that deep into the zone. He'll chase it down. Pull up the corner. Zaga tries to put it over. Kept in at the line. Shot there all the way in. Mott sees that all the way. Holds on to it in the midsection. And we get another whistle.
I think Cucinato wants that one back. He had a way to make a good outlet pass, but I think he thought a little bit too much, and he tried to put it through Rabinowitz, who got his stick on it, and that started that whole sequence.
Zaga rolls it back for Rabinowitz. Cucinato leans on him, able to move the puck along. He puts a body on his man, other corner. Ganley's able to gather it, and he'll center it. Lucas Mott across center ice. Tries to make the move, but knocked into the corner. Harriton's able to clear it out. To Rabinowitz. Hayes keeps him outside. He rolls up. Ganley's first one to it and centers it for Mott. Mott in the offensive zone. Drags it, tries to cut to the middle, but has force behind the net and then loses possession there. Deflected out the center ice. Rabinowitz had it there. His team's on a change, so he'll just peel back and wait for reinforcements. That goes off a Shen stick. Colin over to pick it up. He moves it in the zone, loses his stick. Rolled around. Harriton's able to chip it out to center ice. Nate Kelly's able to get a stick on that, and he'll put it back behind the net. Sangarelli comes out to set it up. Wrap it back around for Shen. He'll outlet it. That was good play there from Schillinger to knock it away from Tuke. He was heading in with a little bit of speed.
I think it's pronounced Tukey. I don't know. It's more fun to say.
Steps in, offsides, takes the shot, but no goal there because that was whistled dead. It was a good shot, though. Neutral zone face-off here.
I was being quiet there to let the crowd just hear the voices in the arena here, the fans and the coaches if they could.
Kelly knocks Siegel off the play there. Oh, he's taken down behind the net. Nothing there. Schillinger, he'll go up far side, race in, takes the shot there. High rising shot goes up and out of play.
I'd like to see Schillinger do a little bit more of that, Ed. He's been a forward most of his career. He's back on defense now, but he has that offensive ability, and that could be a big help to Kennett if he could make some rushes and get some scoring chances.
Needs a minute to take this draw. Goes down in the corner. They battle for it there, but it's Rabinowitz that comes away with it. Rabinowitz down. He's got turned around. Active stick there from Kuchnata prevents Rabinowitz from making a play. Nate with speed through center ice. Takes the shot, looking for a corner. That was just wide. Bodies come together on the far side there. Chipped up the boards. Nobody there. Hayes gets it. He's got time to go off the glass. Oh, I think that was definitely a late hit. I know the ref looked at it, but didn't do anything about it.
I don't know if that's Rabinowitz and Vitale. They seem to be going at each other here a little bit in the first period.
Kuchnata heads back behind the net. It's for his team to get set up, and he sends it all the way up.
Nice pass, cross-ice pass to Ganley.
Out of the Ganley. He tried to put it in, but rolled off his stick before he could really get that deep in the zone. Mott sets it up for Henry. He comes out, rolls it up the boards, a bit beyond Mott. Unnamed number 69.
I think that's a Kanzinger, isn't it? One of the brothers?
I do not know. Don't have it on my list. And they look to go up to Fisher. The player right them with him.
I believe that's Kyle Kanzinger.
Chop there, comes out the center ice. Schillinger's got to wait for his team to reset. Ganley gathers up. Sits there on the blue line. And Fisher puts it all the way around. Schillinger kept it in, hits a few bodies. Mott tries to dig for it, puts it out in the slot, but nothing happening there. Duke will grab it, and he'll send it down to the Kennett end. Eddie Henry back for it. He's got Shen with him, so he'll reverse it the other direction. Colin Kelly comes back, tries to put it off, goes off a player. Kelly gave Reinhardt a little shove and put him on his seat. Fisher winds up, his shot's deflected. Easy grab there for Zangarelli. So we are under 2 minutes here in this first period. No score.
Both Kelly boys are strong. Colin definitely is, and he's a lacrosse player. If you watch him on the ice here, he protects the puck really well when he gets it. And I think that's somewhat due to his lacrosse abilities. He uses his body well to shield the puck from everybody.
Puck rolls out to the middle. Schillinger puts that back out of reach for Henry Mott. Will set it up for him in the corner. He'll turn around, tries to go off the glass, but hits nothing but net. So out of play. Defensive zone face-off upcoming for Kennett.
I don't know if Coach Cucinato is matching D pairs against lines, but I think it's a good matchup to get your top D out here against Rabinowitz. He's the most dangerous player on the ice.
Puck not down there, but kept in at the blue line. Turnaround. Hayes knocks it down with a body and goes off the glass, but kept in. Shot there. There's number 18, Kevin Shen. That one went wide. Cucinato rides Rabinowitz in the corner, forces it up, but Yee keeps it there. Cucinato grabs it, and he'll head out. Across center ice. Puts it through, rolls right through the blue paint. Nobody could get a stick on it. DeWitt digs for it, but it ends up being Harriton that moves it out. Hetzinger in, ridden from behind. Mott makes the save and keeps it out. Huge save there from Aiden Mott to keep this game scoreless. Final 30 seconds of play here in the first period. Dug out there. Colin Kelly has a little bit of ice as the defense is on a line change, but they catch up to him quick. He's ridden down on the boards in the corner. Rabinowitz went to play it back, looking for Shen, but that got by him, so they'll gather up and try an outlet again. Rolls all the way down to the Kennett end. They'll blow icing, not sure why, because there's 0.8 seconds left, but that'll be enough time to drop the puck unless the person at the face-off dot shoots it off the face-off. I don't think there's much time for anything else.
A little bit of a home crowd scorekeeper here. Probably a minute or a second and a half when the whistle went off, and they let it drain a little bit. There's 0.8. There's not much time to do anything, but a minute and a half, second and a half. It's good.
There's the buzzer ending the first period. No score thus far. We'll take a break for a second and be back with second period in just a moment. Second period break complete.
Yeah, that was not a good period, Ed, for Kennett. Really didn't have much going. I guess the only good thing is that score's still even at 0, but they looked like they lacked energy. They weren't making good passes. They got a little bit better in the second half of the period, but we need a better second period here.
Second period underway. Ganley races down for it. The Harriton end, puts it out. Fisher takes the shot. And Zangarelli had to make that save up high. These are not easy saves to make. Ganley back in the other corner. He'll roll it around for Mott. Rod puts it right in the middle, goes off the skate, Zangarelli, and he'll hang on. Take the whistle.
It's a good first shift here. I think it's Zangerly.
Zangerly? All
You're
right.
saying Zangarelli. I think you're thinking of like Arthur Fonzarelli. But Zangerli.
Shot there from the point from Hayes. Zangerli's able to glove that and hang on. I think he's looking at Mazzarelli. Shot there from Fisher goes wide. Cucinotta races in and put it back down low. Ganley in the corner. Put it down for Lucas Mott. He's pushed from behind, but gets some help from Fisher. Duke rolls it up for Shen. Glove down there by Hayes. Kennett wasn't able to touch it because it would have been a hand pass. So comes out the center ice. Good play to go back to Cucinotta. He'll step in. Forced wide, takes the outside shot there. Zangerli's able to make that save. And outlet the center ice. Ganley directs it in. Zangerli will lean out and cover that up and take the whistle.
Good start. Good start to this period. Good shift there. A lot of puck time, puck possession. Got some scoring chances. Let's see if we can keep building on that here.
Good work from what we've kind of referred to as the freshman line.
Yeah, they seem to work well together. They seem to know where each other are, and they make lots of good passes.
Kelly, Shortledge, and DeWitt out on this line with Schillinger and the other Kelly brother, Nate, on defense.
It was a nice play by Nate DeWitt there. He helped out Schillinger, who lost a step to Rabinowitz, but Nate DeWitt was right there to shut him down.
Rabinowitz goes around a few at center ice. Steps in across the line, comes off of his stick. Colin Kelly able to get it by. Opportunity there. Takes the shot. Zangerli makes the save. It's late, but he's laid out behind the net.
He's grabbing his left hip. He got tangled up with the defenseman there. I don't think there was any ill intent from the other player. I think they just got tangled up and he went into the boards awkwardly.
His brother came out to check on him.
I don't like how he's pushing off his left leg like that. Looks like his hip's bothering him.
So he'll come down to the bench. I know they've got a trainer at the high school games. She'll come over and talk to him, make sure he's all right. Hopefully we'll see him back out there soon. Center ice draw. Neiman had it knocked out of his skates. Heinzelman waits there. Not sure how he was able to hang on to it there with all the other players around him, but he does and puts it in. Near corner, try to center it. Active stick from Schillinger. Almost kept it in the zone. Good pressure there from Heinzelman on Rabinowitz. Finally put all the way out. They center it. A lot of open ice there. Steps in. Another big save by Mott. Rabinowitz tries to step off the wall, gets the shot, but it hits skates in front. Heinzelman gathers up the loose puck. Defenseman blows a tire. It's 3-on-1 for Kennett. Heinzelman tries to go through, but he was harassed, so he couldn't get the puck where he needed to. Rabinowitz the other way. Cucinotta with him. Cucinotta stays with him, and the shot never gets through. Rolled all the way around. Getting a lot of animosity there because I think Rabinowitz and Cucinotta were trading blows. It may have started because of an up-high shot from Rabinowitz, and Cucinotta retaliated. And I think they're yelling that Rabinowitz is getting away with a few too many aggressive plays, but no calls from the ref so far. That's what the coaches are telling the refs. I don't
think the refs are listening right now, but
Knocked down the mark behind the play. Kelly comes up the far side after avoiding a few hits there. He'll put it in right on net from the blue line. Mott steps in, tries to center it, but hit number 3, Marco Mazzarelli, kept in at the blue line. Again, body down. Toot goes the other direction. Good play there. Heinzelman definitely setting the pace in this one. Puck sits in front, cleared out of harm's way.
He's been noticeable for sure in this game in a good way.
Toot forced, he tries to put it in the middle, active stick from Mott. He knocks it down and gathers it up. Sends it across. Ganley races to get up to it. He'll put it in behind the net. Lucas worked on there. Hold up the boards. Cucinotta puts it back in, but offsides there, so Kennett needs to touch up. It's so nice to be able to say that. They need to touch up. Back and forth at center ice. Tuk's the one who comes away with it and steps in. Drags the puck, takes the shot. Mott flashes the leather and hangs on.
I think Mott had something to say to Tuk there after he made that save. Not sure what he was saying, maybe wishing him a happy holiday or...
I'm sure.
Coach Cucinotta was explaining what he thinks of some of the hits Rabinowitz is getting on our players to one of the referees here during the break.
Rabinowitz with it behind the net. Eddie Henry leans on him. Wow. Tries to step out in front, bouncing putt there. Mott drives on top, and he'll hang on.
That has a nice ring to it. Henry leans on him. Don't hear that much, do we?
Not enough. Schillinger rolls it all the way around. Ganley almost gets it by, but not quite. They keep it in. Rabinowitz behind the net. Schillinger reverses. Will not have enough to clear the zone. Back to Rabinowitz behind the net. He tried to center that, but no one able to do anything. The puck goes all the way out to center ice. Back up to the Kennett blue line. Schillinger moved it the other direction. Henry jumps on it. Flings in from the red line, just goes wide of the net. Sangerly covers it up.
I think Rabinowitz, when he's on the ice, you have to have at least 3, maybe 4 players above the puck. And what I mean by that is you don't want to get caught with a puck coming down toward our defensive zone, and we have 1, 2, or 3 of our forwards caught in the offensive zone, and then it's an odd man rush. You've got to keep a lot of players between him and the goalie.
Tuk worked on after the face-off there. Shortledge keeps it into the line. Tries to put on the brakes, stayed with it momentarily, but then puck rolls off his stick. Tuk goes the other direction. Tries to make a move on Cucinotta, but he stays with him. Nate moves it ahead. 2-on-1 for Kennett. He's got DeWitt over to DeWitt, but that was out of his reach. Puck rolled back in, still onside. Siegel ridden off. They try to roll it to the middle. Kelly turnaround shot, but he misses wide. Puck flipped ahead. He's got Shen. Shen has a step, but a good active stick from Cucinotta to disrupt that play.
I thought Shen was gone there. That was a great play by Cucinotta to take that puck away from him. I thought there was no way he was going to catch up to him.
Puck batted around to Rabinowitz, who jumps on the loose puck. Was looking to take a shot, but kind of slowed up for a second. Puck finally forced out the center ice. Rabinowitz rolls it all the way across for 69. The unnamed player came right back to him. Hayes makes a good play on him. Puck rolls around and bounced off a few, stayed behind the net. Cucinotta tried to clear it, hit a body, but fortunately came right back to him. This one will go the length of the ice, and that'll be icing.
So as the owner of a car wash business,
I always wonder where these questions are going to go.
how many times a day do you wash your car?
Me personally?
Yeah.
On a regular basis, I probably wash it 2 or 3 times a week. But I actually use my car a lot as kind of the guinea pig.
Okay.
So, for example, this morning when I got in there, we were having, it's actually one of the things I do most is repair work. We had to do some repair work on the pieces of equipment. And so to make sure the timing is right on everything, I'll run my car through first because I do run my car. Like I'll pull it up, put it in neutral, and I actually get out and let my car go through by itself. I get out and watch.
Can you ever wash your car too much? Like, is there too many washes when it just messes up something about the car? Just from too much water and too much soap?
No, not with the soap and material that we use today. I mean, I don't see any reason why you would wash your car more than once a day, but that wouldn't be too much because I actually have customers who do that. Puck rolls on the outside of the net. Zangerli reaches out and covers up.
Just thinking you wouldn't want to be, if you owned a fine clothing store for men, you wouldn't want to be walking around town in sweatpants and T-shirts. So if you're a car wash proprietor, you want to have a clean car, right?
Yes, I try to make sure my car is clean, at least on the outside. Defensive zone draw there. Mott rolls it behind. Ganley works on Shin back in the corner, but moves it up to Siegel. He outlets. Tuke in with speed. Another good active stick there from the defense. That was Nate Kelly. Up the line, but kept in. Shen steps around one, takes the shot. Mott again flashing the leather to hang on. Just over 8 minutes to go here in this second period. Still no score. Face off there, win for Kennett. Mott off the board to Cucinotta. Rolls it up to Ganley. Ganley takes the shot. Blocked in front. He'll roll it back down. Comes to the middle. Mott with it. He gets it over to Fisher. Fisher makes the move, takes the shot, but saved there by Zangerli.
It's another example of this line working well together. Mott, Fisher, Ganley move the puck very well.
Cucinotta to the center ice. Ganley redirects in. Mott chases it down. Good hard work to stay with it. He's got it behind. Feeds it in front. Goes through to Ganley. Hits Zangerli. Kind of juggled it. Hit him in the armpit, but he was able to squeeze it and hang on.
Ganley, I think he wanted to get a little bit more on that shot. It just kind of went off the end of his blade, and it was sorry, I'm getting over something here. I hope everybody can hear me, but I feel like I'm getting quieter and quieter as the night goes on. But
we can always turn up your mic. Cucinotta takes the shot from the blue line. Zangerli makes that save. He's getting tested here in the last couple minutes. Some good opportunities by Kennett. Face-off win there. Rabinowitz comes away with it, but he's ridden off the play. Cucinotta with the puck. He's got some open ice, and he'll skate up into the zone. Steps around one, lost control in the corner, but stays with it. Still has it all the way up to the middle, gets it to Hayes. Hayes just backhand shovels it in front. Zangerli had it underneath of him, but wasn't too sure because he had a lot of people in front of him.
50-foot backhand shot from Matthew Hayes.
Shovel, the backhand shovel.
It's like the pitchfork. It's like he's throwing hay with a pitchfork.
Good win there. Body hits a body in front. Hayes races down for it. Shortledge pushes it behind and gathers up himself. Tries to roll it out to the middle. Goes off Zangerli. Big shot there from Cucinotta. Goes up and over the net. Hayes steps in, takes the shot from the angle. High riser goes all the way up and out to the middle.
turned into a bit of a shooting gallery here. Last 60 seconds, Ed.
Puck rolled up to Shortledge. That was a little out of his reach. Harriton gathers it up. Hensinger puts it right in on his own goaltender, but he redirects that and allows them to outlet. Up the boards looking for Rabinowitz, but that was out of his reach. Kuchnat will reverse around. DeWitt along the boards, goes back down. Colin Kelly gathers it there. He sends it all the way through. Looked like Rabinowitz took down Kelly kind of behind the play, and I don't think anybody was looking. They only got reaction from the crowd. I think everybody heard the crowd and turned around to see what happened. Leaned on behind Rabinowitz. Vitale was lining him up. Kind of let up just enough at the end to where it wasn't going to be a penalty.
He's got to be careful.
Stood up in the middle, puck sits there, Shen with it. He's knocked around, can't get a good grip on the puck. Still bounces, sits on the wall. Nate Kelly rolls it all the way around. Gets by Vitale, but Collins there to pick it up. Gets it back to Vitale. Chips it into the near corner. Tries to center it, goes off a took, finally comes right back to him. Second opportunity. Zangerly made the save, opportunity on the rebound, but nobody was there to get a stick on it. Shot there from Schillinger. Hits a body in front and almost redirected in. Puck all the way through. Heinzelman takes the shot. Hit Vitale. He'll go right back to Heinzelman. Gets it over. Shot there from Schillinger. Also hit a body, and Harriton's able to move it out. Two tried to take the shot, hit Schillinger's skate. They worked for it behind the net. Schillinger harasses Tuke in the corner. Tuke still stays with it. All the way up to the circle, loses control, forced out to the middle, so they need to all come out. He puts it in. They touch up. Nate Kelly picks it up behind the net. He puts it hard off the glass. Goes out the center ice. Heinzelman tried to put the pressure on. Puck goes in, but whistle behind the play. I think they're calling that icing because he put it in from just on the other side of the red line.
Yeah, I think Kennett's upset. They think they're getting hit late after they get rid of the puck. They're Harriton's quote finishing their checks, which you're not supposed to be able to do anymore. It's close, but you just need to be aware that it's happening. If the refs aren't going to call it, they've got to just be ready for it, so they're not putting yourself in a vulnerable position.
Puck rolled behind the net. Hayes chips it along. Ganley with it. He sends it all the way out for Mott. It was kind of caught up in his skates, but he directs over to Kuchnat. Kuchnat with Hayes. Kuchnat takes the shot, but that goes wide. Rolls all the way up the other end. Rabinowitz has a step. He's got some space. Mott comes out, makes the challenge, rolls off of his stick, so nothing happening there. Rabinowitz still with it, takes the shot. Mott makes that save and hangs on.
So I'm all for being aggressive and being offensive, but you had one of your defensemen going down on a 2-on-1, and your second defenseman was following up the play.
Yeah, the 2-on-1. The two were both the defensemen.
Yeah, and then they miss wide. The puck comes around, and then who has a breakaway but the best player, Rabinowitz. You can't jump up when there's nobody back, especially with number 10 on the ice. Kennett's very lucky that this is still a tied game.
Opportunity in front. Eden again with that save, keeping this game scoreless. Kennett will send out a new set of forwards. Puck in on net. Mott makes that save. Redirects it to the middle. Leaned on in the corner there. Duke tries to come away with it. He's got Colin Kelly working on him, and Hayes was there with him as well. Up to the blue line. Shen tried to take the shot, but had no lane. Back down to Duke. He'll roll it to the middle. Opportunity. Mott slides across to make a save. Going there. Still kept in the zone. Finally forced out the center ice. DeWitt over to it. He's got Shen with him. He'll direct it in from the red line deep in the Harriton end. Shen picks it up there. He'll skate through center ice. Schillinger keeps him outside, forces him to the boards. Roll to the middle. Off of skates from Reinhardt, stays in. They work for it in front of the Harriton bench. Finally, it's Shen who comes away with it. Steps around one, takes the shot. Mott makes the save. Schillinger gathers up behind the net, up to DeWitt. DeWitt was looking for Kelly, but he was well marked. Shen will pick it up, send it in. Mott will knock it down and set it up there.
This line's out of gas here for Kennett. They got to get off the ice.
Up the center ice. Kelly, he's behind the play. He's got an opportunity. Looked to send it up, but nobody was there. DeWitt gathers up at center ice. Schillinger waiting for them to make changes. DeWitt loses that. Duke has it, and he'll skate in. Tries to make a move on Schillinger, but he stays with him. Bodies come together behind. Knocked down. It was Eddie Henry actually knocking him down. Kept in at the blue line. Late shoulder there. Still no call. Puck directed all the way down. Kept in. Vitale. Goes back and forth along the boards. Neiman knocks it away there. Vitale with it. He tried to center it, but it goes off a skate. Kept in at the line by Henry. He takes the shot. Zangerly hangs on. We're under a minute to play here in the second period. Clock running. Add a few seconds on there to match up with what's... Off the face-off, Hayes. He'll roll it down low. Talley and Heinzelman down there. Heinzelman with it. He's harassed by the no-name player. Goes all the way through. Hayes will come down. Shovel it to the middle. Vitale steps in front, takes the shot. Saved there by Zangerly. Neiman with it in the corner. He goes all the way across. Was looking for an open man. Comes up to Kuchnot at the blue line. He puts one through. Zangerly makes the save. Still loose. Put up against the side of the net, and he'll pin it there and get the whistle. So it looks like he's taken two of them to the bench. Looks like number 63. Jake Kanzinger and Matthew Hayes. They'll each take a seat. I don't see what the hand call was, but
unsportsmanlike conduct. They were
yapping,
chirping each other, and the ref was in the middle, and he said, "Quit it, guys," and they said something else. He said, "Quit it," and they
kept going.
Kept going. He said, "Quit it," and then they kept going. He said, "That's it.
Have a seat."
Have a seat.
Last few seconds here of this second period.
Uh-oh.
Puck rolls up along the boards. Tries to chip it in. Kuchnata stays with that. He's ridden up high by none other than Rabinowitz. There's the buzzer, ending the second period. Still no score. Kennett played much better there, especially to start that second period, and then had some back and forth, but much better performance by them.
Yes, much better. Absolutely.
Our second period intermission is brought to you by High Impact Fitness. The holiday season is here, and a gym membership is a great gift idea. High Impact Fitness is located in the shops of Longwood, directly across from Go Green and Clean Car Wash, near the Kennett Square Walmart. High Impact is a 24/7 fitness facility, has contactless sign-up. Kennett students and their families receive a special discount by using the QR code on your screen. Sign up and come join us at the gym today.
Trying to hear what Coach Cucinato telling the team, but I really can't. So, do you know anyone that likes eggnog?
No.
I mean, why is that even a drink?
Isn't that kind of right up there with like fruitcake?
I guess. It's just like, who wants eggs, cream, sugar, and brandy? I mean, who thinks that? Like, have you ever like come home one night and just said, you know what I really could go for is a glass of eggnog?
Not ever.
I don't think I have either.
As a matter of fact, I don't even know if I've ever, I think I've tried it once.
Yeah.
Just wasn't my thing, so.
Just like fat in a cup with like alcohol in it.
Well, alcohol fixes everything, doesn't it? At least that's what they tell me.
Kennett's short a player, I think, here. Maybe not. I don't know what happened there. Is nog a standalone word? Like if there was an egg in front of it, is there a word nog?
Not sure. Kelly comes away with that face-off win. Skates in. Takes the angle shot there. Zangerly makes the save early here in the third. From the boards. Siegel chips in. Mott sets it up on the outside. Cucinato will direct up. Up by Shortledge, put back in from the blue line. Siegel tries to roll it down low, looking for Rabinowitz, but Cucinato grabs it there. Delayed penalty. Moves it up for Kelly. He'll roll it back down low. Schillinger, as they try to take advantage of this extra time here on the delay. Cucinato skates up through center ice and in. He goes in, but offsides.
Who was offside there? Was it DeWitt or Shortledge?
I couldn't see. So Rabinowitz will sit for 2 minutes for high sticking. So Kennett with both the advantage of manpower on the ice and then also the advantage of having Rabinowitz, their best player, sit for that time.
It's the second penalty, I think, tonight, isn't it, Ed?
Yes.
Rabinowitz?
He was one of the first ones when they took two players in that early point. All the way back down to the Kennett end.
All right, him and Vitale got into it, I think, right?
Yes. Fisher up for Ganley. Ganley in with speed. Tries to make the move, but was stripped there. Kept in by Schillinger. He puts it in on net. Loose puck, but that's forced behind the net.
I think Ganley just tackled Mott in front of the net.
Takedown there by Shen. No idea why that wasn't a call. Cucinato steps in, takes a shot from center ice. Zangerly kicks that one out. Second opportunity there. Zangerly makes the save, gathers up the rebound, and holds on.
I think the coaches for Kennett need to be careful here. They're going to, the ref's going to eventually say, I've had enough hearing from you too.
Cucinato went over, Cucinato being the player. Nate went over to the ref.
Well, I just called it.
So I think that ends the power play. It sounds like Kennett's going to take a 2-minute minor or a bench minor for unsportsmanlike as Coach Joe is removed from the bench.
As I was saying before that happened, Kennett's bench needs to be careful, and
You predicted it.
you can see it happening.
So 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute, 8 seconds. And we're waiting for them to put the other 2 minutes up for Kennett. There it is. From behind, steps out in front, rolls all the way through. Puck sits there. Able to keep that out of harm's way in time for Mott to see the loose puck and cover it up.
Where did a
Face-off win. Yee takes the shot, goes off a body and into the far corner. Attempt there. Mott's able to gather up the loose puck. He'll send it up for Fisher. Fisher in the zone. Takes the shot there. Zangerli makes the save. Knocked away from him from behind. Mott steps out in front, tries to direct it in. Nothing happening there. Puck rolls all the way down. Henry gathers up, and he'll send it up. Off of Mott's stick at the red line, but he gathers back up. Overskates that. Fisher harassing Shen. Shot in on Mott, but he makes that save.
You say harass. I say slash.
Mott's ridden off that play in front of the Harriton bench. Kanzinger puts it in down low. Oh, hit way up high. That was definitely a cross check up high. They still battle there along the boards. Harriton is now on the power play. Shen pushes it up to the blue line, all the way over to Tuke. He puts it to the middle.
Good
Collins
play.
able to gather that, and he'll send it the length of the ice in on net.
Nice read by Colin there. They shut down that backdoor pass to Rabinowitz, which they think was a set play they're looking for.
Nice play there. Zaga misses it. It rolls in on Mott, and he'll just cover it up. 16 seconds remaining on the bench. Minor to Kennett.
Did Coach Cuccinata, did he have to leave the building?
I don't think so. I think that's him down in the corner. He just can't be on the bench.
I thought when you were ejected, you had to leave the building, I thought, but maybe I'll have to look at the rule book.
Last second ticks away. Kennett is back to even strength. Along the boards. Tally and Mitzaga come together. Mitzaga goes down. Puck bounces around. Rabinowitz comes in to take a shot, but that one deflects something that goes up high. Shortridge gathers up. He looked to outlet to Vitale, but that was deflected off a skate and goes all the way down. Doesn't have enough. So Zangerli plays it out. Shortridge up to Cuccinata. Cuccinata puts one through traffic. But Zangerli was able to read that. Kept in at the line. Rolls in. Zangerli reaches out and covers up. Little shenanigans after the whistle there. We'll see if anything comes about from this.
Whoever this kid is with the orange gloves, he's got to have, he should get at least 2 penalties for that. I mean, it was one cross check after another to the back of the guy's head.
So that's Mazzarelli, number 3. And Matthew Hayes, 74, both head to the box. So wait and see. So it looks like they're still just going to skate 5 aside, that they're offsetting Miners. I think it was another set of unsportsmanlike.
I think Coach Richmond wants to understand why Harriton kept that chaos after the whistle going, and they're only getting 1 penalty. Referee didn't really have much to say other than that's my call, and I'm sticking with it. I'm with Coach Richmond on that one. They're
Shot there, hits a body in front, still sits there. Finally gathered up. Shen tried to come out, had it knocked away from him, but he'll finally go up, but kept in by Fisher. Fisher tried to step around him, but lost the puck. And Shen goes the other direction. Takes his shot, deflects, up and out of play. Down to 12 minutes remaining in this third period. Still no score.
both goalies have played well today, Ed. I'm a little surprised there's no goals, but I mean, both Mott and Zangerli have been solid.
Piece off that was blocked down by DeWitt. He gathers it up and skates down himself. Steps around the blue line, gets to Colin. Colin fed back into the middle, was looking to get it back to DeWitt, but a couple of jerseys there to deal with. Rabinowitz peels back with it. Has to go all the way up, goes off a skate. Shortledge had it there. Got it to DeWitt. He outskates that, but comes right back to it. DeWitt faked out Rabinowitz. They both dropped the shoulder like they were going to hit each other, and then both kind of peeled back up.
That was, I don't see that very often.
Rolled all the way up. That gets by Cucinotta. Tuke leaves it for Jake Zangerli. It was knocked away from him, but Rabinowitz picks up the loose puck. He's harassed from behind by Shortledge. Back up. Colin Kelly has it there. Sends it over to DeWitt. He has to reach back to get that. Steps in, drops it for Cucinotta. Puck all the way up in the air. Bounces to center ice. Nate Kelly picks it up there, and he'll skate in. Takes a shot that goes wide. You reverse it to come all the way up. That gets by everybody. Nate Kelly goes and they'll put it back right in front of the bench. They were making a line change, so it kind of got hung up. Tuke steps in across the line. Tries to get it down to Reinhardt. Oversteps him. Fed through the middle. That came off its mooring is, I think, what he said. And I guess it did. So they'll face this off to the right. Hayden Mott. Heinzelman was able to get that over to Neiman, but he got pressured from behind. Reinhardt backhands it down low. Henry races back for it. Puts on the brakes and goes the other direction. He'll go up the glass looking for Neiman, but he couldn't get to that one. Reinhardt, Henry with it. He'll send it all the way across for Vitale. Vitale goes off a one. Other player comes over and knocks it away from him. Tuke gathers up, and he looks to go down ice. Forced off the play.
Offside there.
Thought they were in offsides, but we don't have a whistle, so nothing there. Heinzelman chopped that, knocked down, still no call. Up to Neiman. He drops it up for Schillinger, but he lost it in his skates. Finally knocked back in the zone. Henry goes off the boards down to the Harriton blue line. Harriton, Shen comes together with Vitale. Knocked again there. Back and forth we go in the neutral zone. Finally, Shen brings it in, takes the shot. Mott makes the save. Schillinger from behind the net. They'll go all the way across. Wasn't sure who that was for. But Shen gets it, and he'll put it back in. Schillinger comes out from behind the net. Over to Vitale. Vitale lost that in his skates, but Heinzelman was there. Dropped it in. Neiman's got to wait. He'll backhand in. Heinzelman jumps to the middle, gets to it, takes the shot, but it's something in front. Puck sits there. Ganley tried to turn around because he didn't know it was in his skates. They send it back. Hayes to Cucinotta. Cucinotta in across the line. Takes the shot there. Zangerli flashes the leather and hangs on. Big save there from Zangerli to keep this game scoreless.
I wish they would keep track of shots on goal on the scoreboard. I'm curious how many saves each goalie has. It seems like a significant number. I'd say they each have 25, 30 shots.
Face-off win from there. Cucinotta tried to take the shot, but Rabinowitz shot there. Saved by Mott, goes up and out of play. Just over 8 minutes left in this one. Shot off the face-off by Rabinowitz, but Mott gathers that up in the midsection. Face-off one there. Ganley gets it up to Mott. He steps in across the line. Gets back to Ganley. Ganley to Mott, takes the shot, goes off the outside of the net. They work from behind. Goes up the boards, and Rabinowitz is able to pick it up and move out. Gets tangled up there. And Matthew Hayes looks like is going to take his third penalty. Unless it was because he forced him offsides. Offsides, fantastic. I thought that he actually was calling a penalty because he threw his arm up.
You know, I think, yeah, he did.
That's what I thought. He interfered with him, but
he did a weird movement with his arm. I almost think he called a hand pass there, but I don't know what that call was.
All the way across in the middle for Tuch. He'll step in and forced wide by Hayes. Tuch written hard there in the corner by Cucinotta. Siegel tries to step to the middle. Bouncing puck sits in the middle through feet. Mott's able to get the loose puck, and he'll move it out. Tries to outlet it to Cucinotta. Almost got it by the unknown player. Ganley steps in. He backhand shovels in. Zangerli gets a little bit of it, keeps it in the corner. Fisher. He's pushed from behind. Look to move the puck. It's Harriton that comes out with it. Taken off the play. Good work there. Shot all the way through. Big rebound. Back into the middle. Ganley with it. He takes the shot. Hits a body in front. Ganley rolls it behind off the glass. All the way into the far corner. Bodied off the play there. Puck sits there. Flipped back. All the way right in the middle. Bounces off of Zangerli. They're trying to dig it out from behind the net. Lucas is knocked down on that play. Gets back up, gets a stick on it. Back out to the middle. Opportunity there from Ganley, and Zangerli makes the save.
I think Ganley is officially snake bitten, as they say, which I don't understand why that means. You're just in a scoring drought, but
he's doing everything but finding the back of the net.
It's eventually going to break, and he's going to start getting goals in bunches, but it's just he's just in a tough spot right now.
It was a huge opportunity for Kennett in that last shift.
What I'd always say there for players when they're having trouble, it's like you're still getting your chances. Like, I'd be more concerned if you weren't having any chances, but he's getting the chances. He just hasn't been able to put it in yet.
Back to the middle, Kelly to Kelly. Forced off the play. Nate steps in across the line. Rolls one in. Zangerli will make that save and cover up. Just over 6 minutes now remaining in this scoreless third period. Collin comes in to take that face-off. Henry takes one out, gets one in. Zangerli is able to squeeze that one in the midsection. He's looking for a redirection. I think we've said before, that's one of the big things from the defenseman. Get it towards the net.
And low enough that
somebody can get a stick on it.
Yep.
Henry pinches in. DeWitt assists him there and keeping it down low. Collin fights through traffic in the middle. DeWitt steps on the puck and goes down. Rubinowitz picks it up, and he'll skate it around and out. All the way through. Zaga puts it into the middle. Nate goes and sends it up the boards. Gets by Yee. He's got Collin bearing down on him, but he was able to move it over. Nate Kelly put it back. Picked up at the blue line. Good back check there from DeWitt. Slashing call looks like is going to be made. At first I thought it was against Kennett, but Harriton was in possession when he whistled it.
Me too, yeah. That's the unknown player's brother, Ed.
So Kennett picks up the power play here. 5:19 to go in the third period. That's well, no, that's number 63.
Yeah, they're twins.
Jake Katzinger.
Yeah, Kyle is his brother, the unknown player.
Kuchnada with it down low in the corner. Back out into the middle, tries to get the shot there. Ganley. But it was deflected. Fisher comes back, and he'll start from behind his net. Up to Ganley. Lost possession momentarily, and he'll roll it back. Schillinger with it. He'll send it over to Kuchnada. Knocked off of his stick, but stays with it. Mott steps across the blue line. Feeds it to the middle. From Ganley, tried to get it back to Kuchnada. Get a player with him. Loose puck gathered by Harriton. They send it all the way down. Mott comes out to set it up. Swing and a miss on that one. Halfway through, Kennett power play. Mott in across the line. Drops to Kuchnada, back to Mott. He tries to go through the middle, but it was deflected there. Battle for it in the corner. Fisher digs it out. Sends it up to Kuchnada at the blue line. Nate puts one in on net, deflected in. Hits the goaltender in front. Hand is up. Looks like there's going to be an elbow call. Kennett was in possession, so I'm going to guess they're going to even this back out.
Who are they calling here?
I'm not sure. He's pointing and everybody's looking, going, is it me? Are you talking to me? So Kennett looks like they're going to go to a two-man advantage for the next 43 seconds as Mazzarelli, number 3, goes to the bench or goes to the box for elbowing. So huge opportunity for Kennett here late in the third period. Just over 4 minutes to go in the game. 43 seconds of 5-on-3. Puck steps out in front. Mott takes the shot. It goes up and over. Ganley sends it up to Kuchnada at the blue line. Back down for Ganley. Ganley takes the shot. Big save there. Second opportunity. It's up, and they wave it off. How do they wave that off? I don't understand how you wave off a goal like that. If it bounces in, doesn't matter who it goes off of, it's still a goal.
Get it back! Get it back!
I don't. Kuchnada back over to Schillinger. He goes back to Kuch, takes the shot, deflected. Shen gets the loose puck, and he'll skate it out. Bounce it all the way across, knocks the stick out of Schillinger's hand. Tuke ridden into the corner. Mott picks it up, goes across center ice. Only a few seconds remaining on the two-man advantage. Tries to get it back. Puck sits there in the middle. Harriton's able to get the loose puck, and they'll send it the length of the ice. Minute 10 remaining on the second power play. So 5-on-4 for another minute for Kennett. Sent all the way down, gets by everybody.
That was a dangerous pass in the middle.
Puck rolls all the way down. Bodies come together. Rabinowitz knocked down. Puck still sitting there. Tries the backhand. Rolls in on Mott, and he'll cover it up. Woo! 42 seconds still remaining on the Mazzarelli elbowing call. Puck down low. Hayes. Chip it up for DeWitt. He leaves it for Colin. Back to DeWitt. DeWitt's harassed there by Rabinowitz. Goes back to him. And not sure what they're.
Well, is this Matthews' 4th penalty of the game?
It may be. I thought it would have been his 3rd, but if that's his 4th, then that gets him ejected from the game, and he'll miss the game on Friday.
Yeah. I don't even know what he.
So 30 seconds remaining on the elbowing call to Mazzarelli. So they'll skate 4-on-4 for that 30 seconds. And then the final 2 minutes, or the final minute and a half of these 2 minutes, Kennett will be short. Good win there from Colin. Gets it right back himself, and he'll skate up.
I don't even know. What was the penalty for? What was the call?
I don't even know what they called there, to be honest. Puck rolls in the middle. DeWitt with it. Gets it over to Cucinotta. Cucinotta takes the shot, and it's in! Huge goal there late in this one. Over to Cucinotta. He steps in, fires that shot, and it finds the back of the net. So it was scored with 4-on-4, so nothing changes with who's in the box. Again, we got 14 more seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Puck comes back to Cucinotta.
Not sure what Harriton's doing here. They
Rolled in on Zangarelli, and he'll hang on.
between Shen, Tuke, Rabinowitz, none of them are on the ice right now, and we're getting ready to start a power play.
Puck over along the boards. Put back down low. Mazzarelli penalties expired. Minute 20 remaining on the call to Hayes. Reinhardt in, sends one over. Mott makes that save. Shen from the other side. Ridden off the play. Kelly banks it off the boards, and it goes all the way down. Down to a minute on the penalty kill for Kennett.
Here comes the goalie.
Tuke in with speed, rolls in. Mott slides out, covers up, and he'll hang on. Zangarelli came out, so it looks like Harriton's going to go with an extra man. So they're going to go 6-on-4 with an empty net. Minute 21 remaining in the game. 50 seconds on the minor to Kennett. Rabinowitz takes the shot. It goes deflected up into the netting. So they'll face this off again. So because Kennett is short, they can send the puck the length of the ice without icing. And with the open net, Shen takes the shot, sits there a minute. Big save there. Heinzelman directs it out. It sits at center ice. Harriton's finally able to gather it up there. Puts it in. Cucinotta sends it out the middle. Tuuk's able to cut that off at center ice. 30 seconds remaining on the minor to Kennett. Puck rolls in. Tuuk puts it to the middle. Sits there. Rabinowitz flips one backhand, but it goes up and over. Schillinger forces him down low. Rabinowitz puts one off the outside of the pipe. Comes back. Katzinger slips one in. Tries to get a deflection there from Rabinowitz, but Mott reads that and hangs on.
I wonder if Kennett wouldn't want to call a timeout here and rest their players.
Face off there. Sits in the middle. Turnaround shot. Battled for in front. Rabinowitz goes behind the net. Mott dives out to hang on to that. Power play penalty has expired. 5 aside. Harriton with the extra skater with the goaltender pulled. 29 seconds is what's actually on the game clock. I'll make some adjustments to try and keep it as accurate as possible. Puck drop there. Kelly battles for it. He's got Tuuk right there. Tries to roll it in front. Rabinowitz wraparound. Goes all the way through. Hits the outside of the net. Stays out all the way to the near side. 17 seconds remaining. Rabinowitz slides it all the way across. Shen puts one up high. Mott's without his stick.
Kennett has 4 forwards out here and no.
Blocked out in front, put to the corner. Kelly races over for it. It forces up and out of the zone. There's the buzzer, and Kennett comes away with the win. 1-0 in a tough game. Fantastic win for Kennett. They come out celebrating after that one.
Well, that's a little bit of chaos at the end. Kennett put out four forwards and 1 defenseman. I don't know if they realized that, but it worked out. But this is Aiden's 3rd shutout in a row. Is that right?
That is correct.
That's pretty good.
So the next game for Kennett is this coming Friday, the 23rd. It's at 8:30 p.m. at Iceworks in Aston. For anybody who's at home and watching this one, again, you can see what kind of hockey we've got going on here. We encourage everybody to come out and try and catch this one live. So once again, thanks for Kevin Mott for running the camera for us. Swithin doing the color commentary. I'm Ed Henry. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on Friday.